you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome to another episode of the Better with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Vicky Bazzalia, and with me is Casey.
Hey.
And we're here to record our preview episode.
Live and in full effect, we are back. It's episode 5, coming up in just a few days. Can't wait. Fresh off of a big ending in episode 4. Everyone knows what we're talking about. Conrad came through with the big final narration in episode 4.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was the first time, maybe ever, I don't know, that he narrates.
Oh, for sure.
It's from his point of view. So,
yeah.
Episode 4 was a 1% Conrad narration. The thought is episode 5 is going to be a full-on Conrad narration.
The full-on thing.
The whole thing.
Which we could have expected because Gavin for the audiobook narrates in book 2.
Right.
And we see Jeremiah POV in the chapters. Book 3, we have Conrad POV, and an article already came out where Chris says that he has an episode.
Yeah.
So.
And we know that Jenny wrote this one, or she was at very least credited as it.
As of right now, right? So IMDb has been a little bit wonky.
I think it was on Wikipedia as well.
Okay. So she's credited. Some people are saying that she directed it. We know that she directs one episode, at least one episode. I was thinking that'd be the finale. I'm not sure if she directed this one, but I think the last time we checked, she definitely got like the sole writing credit on this one. Are you gonna fact check that?
Yeah, I'm gonna check this baby out. Let's see what's popping with. No, she is the writer. It's teleplay by Jenny Han.
Okay, as of right now.
Any guesses to what the episode title would be?
So, a lot of our pretties are playing around now with our game.
Oh, no.
So, there's been a Patreon chat that's been lighting up with what people think it's going to be.
Last blank.
Yeah, so I'm going to let...
Last Stand? Has that happened already?
Last Stand was literally the last episode,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
So...
Oh, it was fresh in my head then.
Probably. So, do you want to take a guess right now? Or do you want to wait until we're done talking about it so you have more formulated thoughts?
Not last laugh. Last straw.
Last straw.
Last straw.
Because it's Conrad's last straw? I don't think we're at the breaking point yet.
Okay, fine. It could be though. Last hurrah. I don't think so. But
Last hurrah. Last hurrah might be the Bachelor and Bachelorette. Yeah.
Last hope.
Last hope.
That could be it.
Ooh, last hope is cute.
Thank you.
I like that. Do you want me to read off what the Patreoners are
Of course.
thinking?
Yo, the fan base has been so awesome so far this season.
You know.
We've got like the best fans.
I know. There's a lot of thoughts and opinions, but remember in the book, during the Conrad narration, when he says something like the promises you make to your mother on her
Are
deathbed.
ironclad.
Yeah. So that's where he says, knowing that, that's kind of supposedly the reason why at the motel he takes it all back once he sees that Belly and Jer are happy together.
Right.
That he just like lets them be together.
Mm-hmm.
That it wasn't about Belly necessarily. It was about Jer.
I'm with it.
He didn't want to stand in the way of that.
I'm with it.
But
I think he knew that it was time, like he needed something else.
right, we've already talked about this.
Yeah, he needed something else.
And he got his something else.
Right.
Right. So that being said, though, people are predicting that if we get, because we got Rachel Blanchard coming back in the flashback last episode.
Young Rachel Blanchard. Well, young
Susanna. Yeah. Is that if we get the Susanna and Conrad deathbed scene or conversation.
Please no.
Everybody's gotten one. So Belly and Susanna got a flashback. Susanna and Jeremiah got a flashback in the last episode. So we haven't seen Conrad talking to his mom while she's like super duper sick.
Poor Rachel.
Right. So McKenna thinks that episode 5 title prediction is Last Wish because of the deathbed.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
right?
That makes a lot of sense. Last wish, and that's kind of like a saying.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Now,
mixing up.
April came back and said,
Mm,
how about last chance or last time?
last time.
Last time could be like last time,
Yeah.
the last time for him and Susanna, and the last time since present day that he is engaged with Belly in the motel. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And then somebody else, Taylor, jumped in and said, I was thinking last time too, since Conrad will probably be having flashbacks. So, like last time this happened, last time that happened.
Mm. I love
Interesting,
it. I
right?
love it.
I love them all. I was even thinking going along with like last wish, like last breath.
Last breath, last call.
Could be any of those, right?
Yeah, there's so many great
You were
options.
thinking last call was going to be the
Bachelor party, but
Bachelor,
Last Hurrah is also
a good
there.
one.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, how genius are they? Like we're like, oh, what can the word be? And we're like forever, eternal, and like
Always.
last just allows for so many
It does.
things.
They are a smart bunch. Some smart cookies in that
Writer's room.
batch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's without a doubt, right? Like 99.9% sure that this is the Conrad POV episode.
Since Jenny wrote it, since it ends with the Conrad narration, I would say yes.
Yes. Now, some people, and I just want to put this to bed, some people have been hearing and seeing some things about how this episode is like 90 minutes long. And I think there was like a TikTok where it was like, oh, we're going to see Conrad's POV and it's going to be 90 minutes long. And I think Jenny entered she does this all the time, but she like entered the comments and was like, guys, no, 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 it's not 90 minutes long. So
Listen, she is aware of all the shit she stirs up,
I know.
and she's
Some of it she lets be.
yeah, and then some of it it's like, hey, we're not gonna entertain this because I don't want you guys going down a false rabbit hole here.
Yeah. So there's some rabbit holes too where people are thinking that Taylor's pregnant.
What?
Yeah. So there's like a Taylor's pregnant rumor going around.
Oh,
Now, I don't know one way or the other if that's true or not, but what I will say is that in an interview that Lola, Rain, and Jenny did in Australia, somebody asked, like, what theories have you read? And Lola looks at Rain and was like, the Taylor's pregnant one, and then they both like laugh. So I think the fact that she brought it up as like kind of ridiculous and they both laugh at it probably means it's not true.
right, because
They wouldn't have done that.
it's too much of a too much of a play to be
Right.
like, oh, we're gonna bring it up and say it's crazy, but really it's coming.
Right, right.
And I feel like it's not something that they would do, not on brand for
Yeah.
the squad.
Now, the one thing that I want everyone to remember is that just because it's the Conrad POV episode, it doesn't mean that it's just going to follow Conrad around the whole time. Because I know there are people who are like, we haven't seen a lot of Conrad so far this season, mostly because he's on the West Coast.
West Coast.
And number two, because there's a lot of storylines going on.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Lucinda.
it seemed more, I don't know, dramatic that he had his entrance in the middle of episode 4. So don't get your hopes up too much. Like, yes, we're gonna get his point of view and we're gonna get a lot of his flashbacks, but I don't know that that necessarily means that his runtime on screen is going. It's gonna be more than it ever has been this season. But I don't think it's gonna be all Conrad because in the Jeremiah narration episode last year, not last year, but last season. So they all break into the country club. But if you remember, that episode also had Steven and Taylor. They like go on their own little adventure and
Oh
then
yes, in the dancing
they're
room.
caught dancing. Yeah. So there's that plot moving along. Inside of that, you also do get a Conrad and Belly scene inside of there. And then the overall plot line of Conrad finding out that Liam like sued his own parents to try to get something. Anyway,
It'll be Conrad heavy for sure, but it won't be like
Right.
the whole time.
so let's talk about what we think will happen in this episode. So like where do you think we start?
I don't know. I don't know like what would make the
Fan base?
fans so happy, like super
I
happy.
think it's gonna start. Well,
Do you think the peach scene comes in?
no, no,
Okay.
no, not yet. No, no, no.
Okay. Do you think you get to hear about
The Band-Aid.
what I had mentioned that we looked for Conrad in the crowd at the garden ceremony, didn't see him. Vicky found a picture today
Yeah.
that he is there.
It was on TikTok, and
He is there.
not only was it on TikTok, but the official Summer I Turned Pretty
Commented on that
was
shit.
like, I spy with my little eye.
I am not too proud to admit that I was wrong.
So,
But what do you what do I think? What do I think? Do you think that he will narrate some older stuff that we've already seen, like
yes,
the
Motel,
motel
4th
and
of July.
what?
Yeah, the 4th of July where he
Like
was
go
all
back to
sad.
season one?
No, where he was all sad.
Oh.
Remember, he told Agnes that that was when they were being all cute around him, but he,
So how do you think they do that? Do they go back to that they elaborate more on the scene that we already saw?
no, it's just a flashback, like they always do. If there's something in the present day that's happening, and then it just flashes back to whatever it
Right.
is.
So with the one 4th of July and them on the beach, that makes sense because that was freshly shot. But I'm talking about you think they are reshooting something for the motel scene, or they're just gonna like use that old footage again and
Oh,
overlay it?
we couldn't tell if the Jeremiah POV was really from season one when she gets out of the car.
Right.
Um, I think that they probably shot it.
Okay.
But AI is so great nowadays that like you could reshoot it and like try to master it in post.
All right.
But no, I mean, I think that I've thought this for a while now since I saw it in season two, but he's sleeping next to the window that literally looks out to the parking lot where Belly and Jeremiah have their big kiss.
So you think he saw that?
I think he saw that. I think he saw that, and that's why he has this like pained look on his face and why he takes it all back at like when she comes in. Because she's already kissed Jer and made up her mind at that
Before he
point.
was even awake.
Awake.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically awake, right? So she runs in and she's planning on telling him that she's made her decision, but he doesn't give her that. That's why she's like, you can't even be honest with me. I evict you from my heart.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like
That would be a big win for you, I'd say, if that happens. I'd be like, good job.
big win because I got it right or big.
Yeah, for you, like specifically.
Oh, yeah. I don't need the win.
You've
I
been
just,
saying it for a while though that you think he saw it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he saw it and I think it's gonna be really sad. I don't want to return to the scene of the crime,
Hmm.
right? Like that motel scene and exile and all that stuff was like really heartbreaking. But I do. Like, I was telling someone, like, everyone's like, oh, we just want Conrad to be happy. Like, fuck Belly. Like, he's unhappy. Like, maybe he should be with Agnes. Maybe he should just, like, dump Belly and go focus on someone else. Which I get.
Well,
But
yeah, after the way Belly was acting last episode, people were out on Belly, yo.
I
They're
know.
like, man, we don't even want Belly for Conrad anymore.
I know. Um, I don't agree with that. But, um, at the end of the day, I am a person, and you know this. I just love his scenes. So like I like sad Conrad scenes and happy Conrad scenes. I like
Sure.
sad Bonrad scenes and happy Bonrad scenes. Like to me they're all one and the same.
You
Like
just want that story all the time.
I love that story and I am cool seeing it. But it's going to be a really heartbreaking episode. If we see Conrad's point of view, for
Okay.
goodness sake,
I agree. I agree. Because I remember
be
when,
mostly happy.
like, when you hear Conrad's POV, that's what kind of gives you that's what kind of wins people over for Conrad a lot of times.
A lot of people that are being won over by Conrad in particular anyway. Now, some of it is because they're making Jer look so bad,
Yeah, I remember when I
but
first heard Conrad narration, book three, it was like,
you turn.
yeah, I was like, oh, that makes it different. Like this explains his shit a little bit more, and like lets you know what he was going through, which
Yeah.
you don't really have. You can't climb in someone's head and know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll re-show the surfboard thing, or that's over
Yeah.
with?
Well, if they do, then we'll get the he was marrying my girl and I couldn't do anything about it. There's just like, okay, so let's just do this. I think that I want to hear I saw her before she saw me. That's at the garden ceremony with the Band-Aid.
Yeah, you got a couple of hits that you're like bump bump.
There's I'd rather shoot myself in the head with a nail gun repeatedly than watch them be cute on the couch together. There
I
is
think that's when he walks in, just the one that we just saw. When he
no,
Okay.
that might be a new scene. Like that might even be like before they take their movie out to the pool.
Okay.
Um, we might get if we get a return to the surfing scene, we might get the he was marrying my girl and I couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
I mean, a line like that he could say at any point in his head, you know what I mean? But there's that and then shit, what was the other one? Oh, the promises you make to your mother on her deathbed are solid, they're titanium. And he says, "Oh, and I really want to hear him say,
Did he not say ironclad?
no, he said titanium."
Okay.
You don't gotta check it.
Wrong metal, you know.
It's in my head on loop. But
I've won a couple of those callbacks before.
but the
You're
main
probably right.
the main thing that I want is he talks about his biggest regret. He said something like, "I may be a fuck up and a something and a something, but I wasn't a liar, except for that one time. I did lie to Belly though. That shitty night in that shitty motel, I lied."
Like a rug.
And well, the reason that that was so powerful to me is because he calls himself a fuck up. So a lot of like non-Conrad supporters are like, "Why do you guys put him up on this pedestal and give him all this grace?" And we do, but he's like pretty self-aware about his shittiness and about when he's let her down. Like he says to Agnes, like, "Yeah, I was a shitty boyfriend."
Yeah.
So he knows that he lost her. Like it's not a secret. He knows
What
that
have I done? Come on.
yeah, he knows that he needs therapy. So there's something about that that I think is appealing to the character.
Everyone needs therapy. Um, what have I done?
Yeah.
It's coming.
I'm guessing that maybe the scene opens up with Conrad waking up in his bed and knowing that Belly is like downstairs or like in the house
Mhm.
and maybe like he wakes up and is kind of like a oh god.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I like it.
So that's kind of how I think it's gonna go.
Maybe the night after they were making fun of him and watching the movie,
So
and like,
yeah, well,
like it was terrible watching those two idiots out there.
yeah. Well, how it could, I don't think it's going to take place right after. I think it's going to take place maybe a couple days into the week because I think we have to get to Friday. We have to get to Friday because there has to be like maybe Wednesday and Thursday, it's just him and Belly.
Yeah.
And then you get a little bit of a fast forward because on Fridays, as we know, Jer comes. So
Allegedly.
you were saying whether or not they were going to continue to slow roll this thing, and if they're going to keep the fucking plot moving, then we would need to see some Jer showing up or showing up late or the three of them kind of being awkward in the house together or
The last scallop.
okay. So, are you ready to talk about where we think Belly and Jer go this next episode?
Aha. So we're gonna start seeing a little dichotomy here, a little.
I think that's probably like Conrad's POV, yes, great. But I think the dichotomy is what I'm interested to see. Like to see what Belly and Conrad look like, and then like Jer shows up and you get to see what Belly and Jer are like in this period of time.
Yeah, and I think as Conrad and her are spending time together, then like, not that her expectations change a little bit, but it's like I'm gonna start noticing different things
Right.
about the dude who I'm with right now because I've been exposed to this other thing for a little bit.
Yeah. So
You know, because you've seen it where it's like, how come you don't buy me flowers? You know, like you like see someone and like
yeah,
your
right,
husband gets some
right.
flowers, then the wife would be like,
I don't get flowers.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Um, even if it's joking,
Right.
right? But I think to your point, it's gonna start as joking. Um, I don't know if they're just gonna tickle the edge of
Easy to tell you. Tickle the edge of what?
so we just had a cut because I was laughing for like 5 minutes. Like tickle the edge of like envious,
Okay.
or are we going to get a full-on like belly jer fight? So here's where the belly jer fights could come in if it follows the book. It could be the last scallop. It could be
The
him,
ultimate betrayal.
it could be him arriving late to help her
Did
with
that
something.
happen, or is this just like something that you're thinking?
No, he arrives late, so Conrad takes her to Michael's
Okay.
and helps with like picking out the flowers and like getting the vases and stuff like
That's
that.
why I got you here, girl.
She like has an order to pick up, I think.
Hmm.
So, um, or do they go apartment hunting?
Oh, that's the
Remember?
whole shit. And then also we mentioned it in our Patreon today.
Yeah.
The Pulp Fiction
Right.
scene was also something where they were kind of going back and forth on. The apartment hunting could get ugly.
The apartment hunting is like, yeah,
That could get ugly.
because she wants to live in a nice place. He wants to live in a place adjacent to the frat house.
Yeah. Which is, I mean,
Which doesn't
his frat house wasn't terrible. It looked pretty nice actually. But like,
Yeah.
if they're together, I think they're gonna really play it up how crummy
Mm,
it is.
wait. Okay, so one interesting thing is in the book, they're younger. So
Yes.
Jer still has an entire senior year to do, and Belly still has junior and senior year to do.
In this era, he has an extra semester.
And she is supposed to be studying abroad.
Correct, Mundo.
So in the book, they go apartment hunting because they're gonna live off campus together while they're married,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still in school. Here, why would Jer get an apartment near the school at all with Belly if he is gonna be graduated? Unless he plans on staying
He's
near
doing at
Fit.
least one semester.
I get that, but like, is it necessary that they find an apartment together?
Okay, so maybe it doesn't happen, you're saying. Maybe
Right, right.
apartment hunting could be something that doesn't even happen.
Right, like they don't need to move in together. Well, who knows? They don't need to move in together for this last semester for Jer. Although, yeah, and if Belly goes study abroad, but she apparently is not.
Maybe it could be a wedding venue fight.
Oh, okay, that'd be a cute update. Okay, I
That
like
could be a
that.
thing.
I think that we're gonna get Belly going to the club and getting a job.
Yeah.
So she needs a job for the summer now, because she's not working at Bears anymore. I think that's where you see her in her red outfit when she like looks all dolled up and she's going into the country club and she's seeing all the new Debs. Like maybe she signs up to like be like a staff person who helps to plan the debutante ball or something.
That would be such a nice callback.
Like would that be cute?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the elder stateswoman
sure.
coming back.
Yeah. Now here's a question.
Fire away.
Belly doesn't have a car. Jared dropped her off.
Well, I know a fella who might be
Well, that's
hanging
what
out at the same house with one.
Well, that's what I mean. Is remember there's that scene with a bike that we haven't gotten yet? So I think Belly is like riding her bike around town, and Conrad is probably like, "That's really far. Like, let me drive you." And maybe we'll get that like them driving together scene
Okay.
because there's that part. I don't think that we're gonna get that part, but you like that part in the book where she's driving and he's looking at her, and his narration is, I kept sneaking looks at her, and I had to tell myself to cool it.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely commented on it when we were listening. I don't know if I
You li-
loved
I
it,
don't know if you liked
but
it,
he
but
was like, he couldn't control himself or something, right?
right.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it's believable. I don't know if he'll say it that exact same way, but it's believe he loves her.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
wanted to eat her up like a snack in the book. It kind of sounded like
what?
I, if I'm thinking of the part you're remembering in my brain right now, yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta cool it or else.
Yeah, but it's like the what have I done? It's just kind of like, okay, she clearly doesn't have feelings for me. This is what he's thinking.
She got to be a better driver also.
Right.
I remember that little nutcrack.
That part in the book.
She learned how to drive. All
Jer taught her.
oh god.
Like again, Conrad is like, yep, he taught her how to drive. There's just so much stuff
It would be
that
funny if
could be in it.
he taught her how to drive and she's like fucking flying or like speeding and
Terrible.
because Jared yeah or bad and Jared taught her to drive and he was just
They can't do more stuff to like Jer. I mean, they will do plenty to Jer, as in if it follows the book, like the dichotomy to your point is like that Jer is still getting his shit together. And like a lot of people are really upset about the writing for Jer, and I'm like, it's the same as the writing in the book. So like why are you surprised? But on the other hand, he needs to grow. They all need to grow. But Conrad was just portrayed as just like the sad, mopey, like grumpy shitbag
yeah.
in so many seasons. There's only 3 seasons, guys, and he has had a really rough, not like a rough, like, oh, poor Conrad, I feel sorry for him, even though I sort of do. Like, he's not painted with a fantastic brush in the first 2 seasons. So, yeah, I'm okay with these 4 years that we didn't see. Now enters a more grown-up Conrad. Belly has regressed a little bit.
Which
She seems
understandable.
she seems to have lost her voice, lost some of her agency. Hopefully, we see that come back, and I think we will because it's Belly's story at the end of the day. And I think that Jer needs to be shown with some flaws because it's what is going to make his redemption arc all the better as well. Like, I don't think they're gonna like assassinate his character and then leave him there, you know?
Yeah,
And
no, I'm like completely fine with the realism of it all. Like, how many times I know like valedictorians who would go to school, like who valedictorians who got out of high school, went to college, and like by their third year, they're wearing drug rugs with like Bob Marley and playing and just smoking weed all the time. So like things can change and college can rub off
Right.
on, I mean, particularly the college years, though.
Yeah, right.
Particularly the college years.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that's like ruined them, but I think like a maturity regression is certainly possible for the college years. And then when you're forced to go out into the real world, I think you can like get back up to speed with like the different parts and experiences that you have to make a whole new person when you
But no one
have
on
to.
the show is perfect.
No one is.
Zero characters are perfect.
No, no, right. No,
Right? So if you're like, oh, Jer's golden and like is perfect, like no, and Conrad isn't either. The
none of them.
parents aren't, like everyone is flawed, and that's why I give room for grace that like yeah, people do shitty things, and right now there's some shitty things happening, and we're gonna see how it all plays out because at the end of the day, it's Jenny's story.
Yes.
What I am interested to see though is I think the audience needs it. Like I am not a fan of the anti-belly shit. So like if you have opinions on that, don't send them here. Cuz at the end of the day, the story is about Belly. Like when everybody says team Belly, it is team her finding herself, figuring out who she is, like growing up. It's like turn pretty is a turn of phrase about the fact that what happened in season 1 happened. She's only in the position that she's in because she grew up, and really the story is about growing up. That's why it's not just book 1, season 1, it's all 3.
Yeah.
So Team Belly is Team Belly not being this version of Belly that she is. I don't think that should lead to anti-Belly criticism. It's literally the whole point of the show.
Right. It's just coming from the love that people have for Conrad.
Or for the show. Or for the show. Because you have to remind yourself, like, you only want the best for Belly, and you're so upset with her for her current, like, situation because you care about the character. And
Yeah.
you only have the character because of the writer. So let the writer finish the story. It's not done baking.
I agree because feel like I know what's gonna happen, but kind of because we have the books. But like, it's not like if this wedding doesn't go through, it's not like she's gonna fucking marry Conrad that next day.
I would hope no. Well,
You know, I
no,
don't think so. But
no.
I think it's gonna be like, okay, I've come to my senses. Maybe this isn't the
Right.
best thing to do at 20 years old. And maybe I will go to Paris.
Take
Maybe
a
I will
break.
do something else. And then when I'm 26 or whatever,
Right.
maybe something comes back around with
Right.
the other stuff.
Exactly. So if you're mad at Belly right now, like just know that that is the Team Belly redemption, right? Is that if she doesn't go through with this wedding because she comes to her senses or she realizes that she has more life to live than to just start being somebody else's wife.
Hmm. What she really needs is what Laura wants for her. That's what she
Exactly.
needs.
Right, right, right. So she'll come around to that. Now, if she's coming around to that while also having these weird thoughts and weird feelings about Conrad versus Jer, like that's another thing. But if she goes to Paris, let's say, if she cancels the wedding, goes to Paris, however long the time jump is, if she finds herself and she decides to come back and be with Jer, that's a possibility. I think it's a slim chance, but she could come back and choose someone else. Again, I think it's a slim chance, but let the girl breathe, right? Like, let her have her comeuppance. She is not perfect. I am not defending her character right now. I am defending the journey that I know she's on.
I like it.
Same goes for Conrad and same goes for Jared. I love all of the characters and I want to see them all go through this arc. And that's what makes season three difficult as a fan because you got to be patient.
Hmm. It's a virtue.
But you know that it's the last season, so
Let's cherish it, and it's gonna
everyone's gonna get a decent ending. Now, where do you think that Steven and Denise fall in?
be nice. I think that
Like, where do we go from here with them? Just like more office band. Like, I don't know that I need more just like random office scenes, but I guess Jer's there now. So, like, what do you think that little
well, they brought
trio?
Taylor back into the mix last episode, so that's like starting to show its little poke its little
Yeah.
head again. So, I mean, I think they could set up a mini dichotomy there between
Do you think that
Taylor
Taylor goes to visit Steven at
and
work,
meets Dina.
meets Denise, and kind of catches vibes?
That could be fun.
Not catches vibes, but
Maybe he's got to go
catches the
meet her
vibe
to
between
get the
them.
money.
Oh. Oh, maybe, yeah,
$12 bills, y'all.
she is gonna take Steven up on it.
Yeah.
And do you think that Taylor has forgiven Jer yet? Because Taylor has not seen Jer.
Mm.
Taylor has seen Belly since the announcement. Taylor has not actually seen Jer since she ripped him a new one. Like, do you think she like says anything to him? Like, hey,
I
you
mean,
got her, like you got her back. She's a good one. Don't fuck it up this time. Like, do you think there's a little bit of
if they did have to have a scene, that's what they would say
okay,
for sure.
interesting. Okay. Um,
Any final thoughts or songs that you're hoping to hear? They only had 3 songs last episode,
I
which is
know.
crazy. And you,
So we keep doing this now, and it feels a little bit ridiculous, but we have to get a Taylor Swift song for
it will be.
Conrad and
There will
Belly's
be in this episode.
Conrad episode. I don't know. I just hope. I don't know what it's gonna be. Noah Khan for a Conrad POV episode seems to
That's like right on brand for my boy Connie.
totally on brand. I was saying that maybe we get the coda of Haley's Comet. So Billie Eilish does this a lot, but her codas is where the melody changes at the end of her songs. The coda of Haley's Comet is literally like I've been sitting in my brother's room.
Whoa.
Like I haven't slept for a week or two.
Whoa.
And we know that it's been 2 weeks that he's been in the cousin's house by himself before Jared and Belly show up. So like if it's gonna flash back, I'm just wondering if maybe we get that. Um, what I would love is to see all the trailer stuff. I don't know if we get that in this episode, but Belly and Conrad driving with her bike in the back. Belly and Conrad eating their, I'm thinking, spaghetti dinner. with each other and having fun and laughing. And then Belly in the trailer is wearing, I think, the same outfit as when later on Jared shows up, and then you see Jared and Belly have a moment down at the dock. So I'm wondering.
I'm super excited.
I'm just wondering if we get all of that because like it's just it's getting interesting. I'll put it that way. Oh, and I name a lot of these scenes that I want from the book, but keep in mind, the scenes I love came from Jenny. And Jenny is the fucking writer on this episode. So I would be totally happy too if there was like one or two of those scenes and we get completely brand new fresh stuff because if it's from the mind of Jenny, like give me something I haven't seen before, like dirt bombs.
Pretty fired up for this one.
I'm so fired up. And give me new stuff for Belly Jared too. Like if we're not doing the apartment thing, give me something else that's believable. If it's not him taking the last scout, like I think they're gonna upgrade that or update that. But yeah, there's gotta be some kind of like
Yeah, they've like been
riff.
doing things a little bit differently. Like we got the menu, expensive thing on the menu, but they did it in like a
Slightly different.
tweaked way.
And
I like that.
that's the stuff that I'm so excited to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Same.
kind of like it's like a glimmer of the same thing, but like just seeing the update of it for the show. Um, yeah, I've never been upset with how they adapted like a really, really big book moment,
Mm-hmm.
but all the upgrades, in my opinion, have all
And
been
upgrades.
upgrades. Yeah.
Through 4 episodes, what's your favorite so far?
Of all the episodes,
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said it, but it just felt like that was the big return to Cousins. Like everything feels normal, right? In the scope of the show.
I'd say my favorite episode is the next one. Whatever the next one is. Because I am pretty pumped for the next drop. The unknown is super exciting.
It's unknown but known, and I think that's what's exciting.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's like how much are they going to give you
right.
in this drop? Is it
Right.
going to be,
Pick a guess for
Oh, I said like 3 of them, so hopefully
yeah.
any of them hit. What did I say?
Oh, wait, and then
What
I
are the
have
ones that have been
wait, and then I have a yes or no
last
question.
resort
Last resort. Okay.
or last call? No, not last call. Not last call. Not last call.
I like last time.
Ooh. Last words?
Ooh. Last so many last.
Last hope you liked.
Last hope.
Last hope, last words.
Last wish.
Mm,
That's what the
That's what the pretties are saying.
yeah. Okay, and then I have 2 really quick like yes or no's.
Okay, go.
Do you think that we will get Conrad going to Laurel and
Yes.
telling her that Belly is sad?
Yes.
Nice. Do you think that we will get Conrad finding out that she has put a pause on going study abroad?
Say that again.
Do you think that Conrad will find out that Belly is no longer studying abroad? He doesn't have to bring it up to her.
No.
He doesn't have to bring it up or say anything about
That
it.
seems like
but-
the same time it's going to come out when the Jared was cheating comes
You
out.
think? Well, no.
That seems like a double dip there. That could be like this and that.
No.
What the fuck?
No, I think that he will wait until that moment to like bring that up.
It's
I
like
don't, but I think he'll find out.
All right.
I think he'll find out.
All right.
Crazy.
At Better with Glasses, what is it? At Better with Glasses Pod on Instagram. Thank you guys for all the notes and follows and hearts and likes and everything. It's been amazing. Better with Glasses Pod at gmail.com for any longer form questions, comments, and concerns. If you love the show, please give us a rating and a review on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen. It means a whole lot. I see all the YouTube comments as well, so thank you guys for all of those. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you guys rock. Thank you so much. That's always out there. It's $3.99 a month for the
Finch.
package. Yeah, and it's been a heck of a ride so far, and like we are doing a lot of fun stuff for this season, and it's been a pleasure to continue to share with y'all.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time for Conrad's POV
Episode